Well, let's take a look at this now viral video showing men dressed in police and military uniforms exchanging punches in broad daylight and disrupting traffic. The men, according to eyewitnesses, were police officers and soldiers deployed to a checkpoint near the Air Force Base in Delta State. Let's take a look. This is the most embarrassing thing that I've ever seen. I thought it was a skit at
Oji, my sister, it is not a skit. It happened. When Donald Trump said that Nigeria is something shit plus whole, some people may think, oh, he talks too much. But the truth of the matter is that some of the things that is happening in this country of ours, Nigeria, is enough for people in diaspora to say that we are not serious people. Look at what these people is doing. Our security agents, our two security agents, the most two powerful security agents we have in Nigeria. Look at what they are displaying. So what are they going to tell Nigerian citizens? What are they going to tell to the members of the public? And where is the Army General? Where is the Inspector General of Police? They will just allow this one slide. Indeed, what we cannot see in Nigeria does not exist. What Nigeria cannot do does not exist. What skills that Nigeria cannot act does not exist. Let us finish watching the video, and when we return, we'll continue.
Well, let's take a look at this now viral video showing men dressed in police and military uniforms exchanging punches in broad daylight and disrupting traffic. The men, according to eyewitnesses, were police officers and soldiers deployed to a checkpoint near the Air Force Base in Delta State. Let's take a look. This is the most embarrassing thing that I've ever seen. I thought it was a skit at first. First time I saw it, I waited so long to confirm if this is actually true. Bimba said it looked like WWE. The most embarrassing thing I have seen. Well, guess what? It's been confirmed. These men are real police officers. Let me take some eyewitness tweets. This one is from Barry Blas, who wrote, "This is Air Force checkpoint along Jeddah Road in Okwe local government of Delta State." Imagine, why are they disgracing me? The level of corrupt forcemen on the route is alarming. Down to Adesha. Commissioner of Police Delta State, shine your light to the area and sanitize it. Well, Ogboli wrote, well, this is a result of long military rule. During military rule, soldiers were made superior to police, which affected the psyche and morale of policemen. Well, that could be a point. But you know, the police command, Delta State Police Command, has released a statement, and they wrote in part, the command is aware of the embarrassing situation between policemen attached to the quick response squad of the command and some Air Force personnel attached to the Air Force Base Jeddah in Okwe local government area, where the personnel of Nigeria Air Force, without any provocation, attacked the policemen who were performing their lawful duty. On February 11th, operatives of Quick Response Squad, while on crime prevention patrol, flagged down a Toyota Corolla. But the occupants of the vehicle, on sighting the police, took to their heels, which prompted the policemen to go after them and arrested one of the suspects, identified as Iboma Precious, aged 25 years old, and recovered some weed suspected to be Indian hemp, Canadian loud, and other hard drugs. While the policemen were on their way to the station alongside the suspect and exhibit. Upon getting to the Air Force checkpoint at Jedo, they were stopped by the Air Force personnel and were told that they wouldn't be allowed to proceed until they released the suspect they were carrying, which the policemen vehemently resisted. And subsequently, the Air Force personnel attacked the policemen without justification. I had to read that tweet because I didn't want to state it without proof. This is a real police press statement saying that it was such an embarrassing situation. Why, in God's name, will you stop a policeman that is doing their duty? Why?
So I think that there are many levels of embarrassment in this story, including this press statement. I say this because this press statement also reveals the lack of collaboration and synergy amongst agencies, which we've often talked about, and is a factor when it comes to our fight against crime and even bigger things like terrorism. The fact that another security agency is outing another agency to say that they stopped them from carrying out their duties. We haven't heard anything from the Air Force in terms of, in a way of a statement. So it'll be great to hear their side of the story, because there's another side of the story saying that, whilst they arrested him, they arrested these boys, they were going, and the boys asked the Air Force, the boys ran away thinking the policemen were kidnappers, and that they ran away and sought solace with the Air Force personnel. So those are the two sides of the story. I would rather take this side of the story because this is officially, it is official. Now, in terms of embarrassment, number one, who is this Precious Ibohama that had the audacity to be able to get protection, because that's what it seems like, from the Air Force personnel? Then also, there have also been complaints around that road, Ojope Road, Okpe local government area.
My name is
Okpe local government area. Residents there have complained about how many personnel stay on that road. Illegal checkpoints in many areas. So let's even investigate if that Air Force checkpoint was legal. Why is there an Air Force checkpoint? If you look at it on the basis of the surface of things, this is the jurisdiction of the police. What role does the Air Force have in this particular matter? The quick response squad was there, so to arrest suspects, to take them in for further investigation, and then you, as another security agency, Air Force, now come to challenge that and even get into a fight whereby some police officers were injured because we were protecting suspected criminals. It's mind-boggling. So this is a show of corruption in security agencies in full glare of the public, whereby what powers do these guys have that they were able to get the Air Force on their side to fight against their own fellow colleagues in the security agency? So I think this has to be investigated. The Air Force needs to release a statement. What were those men doing there at the checkpoint? Was that their jurisdiction? And how long has it been there? If it wasn't, they should eliminate all those illegal jurisdiction oppressing the Nigerian people.
Well said, Ayo.
Nigeria is a joke. It's a big racket. And I'll tell you why. It's not the first time something like this is going to happen. I'm not surprised. You remember the case of Wadume? In 2019, a known criminal was arrested by IRT. They had apprehended Wadume. They were taking him. An army convoy came in and rescued Wadume. What they said they thought he was being kidnapped.
That's what that's
and they freed him.
The same story here.
That Wadume finally went through the true wrong of the law because of the high connections. Today he's a released man. So, you see, that story, apart from the fact that we have lost our forces, they are compromised by corruption, there's also the fact that if you are so high-handed in Nigeria, you can go away scot-free with anything. There's also a culture of impunity that is pervasive. So people feel that on the pecking order, the police is less than them. No, that's the police jurisdiction. The police should be doing the stop and search. In other parts of the world, like America, that we normally copy, we don't copy America for the right things. A police officer has the right to stop a military man driving.
All right.
Here, they will say you can hardly do it. So it's part of the corruption that is continuing. And like you asked the vital question, who is that Precious?
Who is Precious?
When you see investigation, you will know. It's the corruption. I'm not surprised.
We will wait for it.
Nigeria, we held you. We held you, Nigeria. This is our army. This is our police. One shot tonight, dear Nigeria. I no just sing this song because I have hope in Nigeria. I have full hope in Nigeria that Nigeria will one day be great.
And I don't see as the matter play now.
So tell me, why would an Air Force personnel want to stop police for doing their job? Why would they interfere in the police duty? Police is trying to arraign their suspect. They are checking their suspect, and the Air Force personnel is interfering. What are they trying to do? What are they trying to tell the members of the public? These are the people that we have high hopes for. These are the people that Nigeria have respect for. And most people give army, Air Force more respect than they give to police. And they are the one now trying to avoid arrest for a suspected criminal. Can you imagine? If this thing were done by the police, most of us will say, oh, we already know that the police are corrupt. But this one, an Air Force personnel, Nigeria, when we go change. I used to say it. They will tell you, Nigerian people, they are not good followers. But I am saying that 80% of Nigerian problem are from their leaders. It is from their government. When they are ready to change, Nigeria will be good again, because most Nigerian people are law-abiding. It is the situation some of them found themselves into that made them to start misbehaving, because their government, their leaders are not sincere. The people whom they have given power to serve on their behalf are not doing the job well. Some of them mago themselves into the office. Some of them whom the people have elected to the office is not doing the job. So people are resorting to make we do anyhow now. If you get godfather, if you get person, if you get money, you can escape anything. Maybe Nigeria again, and we claim that we are the giant of Africa. Make we no be giant of corruption. Let us truly be the giant of Africa and represent the true Africa, where people will get justice, where the rule of law will prevail. Nigeria have all it takes to be among top ranking country in everything good in this world. But ever since I was born in this country, it's like from one government, in school they teach us good, better, best. I think we are going from best, better, good, bad, worse, and worst. We are just going backwards. This one will come, waste 8 years and go. Another one will come and take us 16 years back. May God help us in this country. Guys, please like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you.